Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Are there any gossips between Yiying and Wong Wenbo? Wong Wenbo is married for the second time and has a baby. The story is hard to describe. Recently, the discussion about whether there is gossip between Yiying and Wong Wenbo has attracted a lot of attention on the internet. Especially the script appointment mentioned by Yiying in the live broadcast, which made many netizens imagine a series of wonderful idol dramas. According to Yiying in the live broadcast, when the 7th drama just started in mid-August, Wong Wenbo recommended her a script for the 8th drama. However, because she had other work arrangements at the end of August, she did not take over the drama in the end. Coincidentally, she mentioned in the live broadcast later that she finally made an appointment for the 8th drama in September. This process of pushing forward and accepting later, coupled with Wong Wenbo's own background of second marriage and baby, inevitably aroused netizens' speculation. Is this a coincidence, or is there another deeper meaning? First of all, from a professional perspective, it is not uncommon for actors to recommend scripts to each other, especially for colleagues who are familiar with each other in the circle, and it is normal to support each other. If the intention of cooperation is not reached, and then the filming is successfully scheduled, it does not necessarily mean that the relationship has developed. Secondly, as an actor who has been married and has children, Wong Wenbo has rich life experience and may be more inclined to a steady and rational way of dealing with interpersonal relationships. However, online public opinion always likes to develop in the direction of more highlights. Some people think that Wong Wenbo frequently appears in Yiying's topics, and even spoilers the cooperation in advance, which means special care. Some fans also think that the woman mentions it with a relaxed tone every time, like light and sweet. At present, there is no conclusive evidence whether the two have a real melon. Maybe this is just an ordinary script exchange, or it may be a friendship or deeper relationship that has not yet been made public. But in any case, respecting the private space of artists and paying attention to their performance in their works may be a more mature way to chase stars. Stories in the entertainment industry are often difficult to say, but the truth will eventually come to light with time. Before that, we should be sensible when eating melons, and watch rationally without spurting rumors. I finally saw Wong Wenbo's new drama online, and netizens shouted, "He finally appeared." Indeed, it's been a long time since we last saw him. Goodbye, Mr. Wong. The role is still the familiar second marriage with a baby setting, but this time the children are already double-digit age, which really has a taste of the second half of life as soon as they appear. However, when it comes to the plot of this drama, it's really hard to describe. The opening is a classic plot. The middle-aged divorced male protagonist encounters a bottleneck in his career and accidentally meets the female protagonist. The female protagonist is either a newly employed white rabbit or an independent and borny workplace elite, plus an innocent and sensible child to match them up. After so many years, these stalks are so old that they can fall out of place, and the audience can even accurately predict the direction of the plot of each episode to come. Netizens complained, Wong Wenbo has acting skills, but why is his character always playing the family ethics cycle? Is he bound by the role? Some people also laughed and said, this is an important piece of the puzzle of the second married universe of domestic entertainment, and he is a core member. Of course, although the plot is old-fashioned, Wong Wenbo's acting skills and lines are still online, especially when he is acting with children. The emotions are very well grasped, and it can be seen that he is really acting with his heart. It's just that the script is not good, and the actors can only try their best to save face no matter how hard they try. Interestingly, there are also viewers who joked in the barrage, I don't know if Yiying has watched this drama. Seeing teacher Wong playing the role of taking care of children again, is there a little subtle in her heart? Laughing aside, I still hope that Wong Wenbo can challenge some less baby-raising roles in the future. After all, he has the ability to perform more possibilities. There is no shortage of handsome men and beautiful women in the entertainment industry, but actors who can really perform the soul of the role deserve the favor of more good scripts. We look forward to teacher Wong bringing a new chapter of life with debabyization next time. One night 6 years ago, Shen Yichen, the abstinence president, lost that woman and has been searching for her ever since. She left quietly that year, but took away the blood he had never known. 6 years later, Yiying was kicked out of the house by her cheating husband with her daughter, only to find out that her daughter was not the scumbag's biological child. As fate would have it, She met that man again the first time they met. He stood up for her and slapped the arrogant second woman awake. The two got married in a flash, and he hid his identity just to get close to her and the child. Shen Yichen has severe misophobia, but he made an exception for her. He said that he would divorce when he found his son's biological mother. But he didn't know that the real mother was right in front of him. As his secretary, Yiying was repeatedly cold-shouldered in the workplace because of her unknown identity. He was afraid that his identity would be exposed, so he transferred her to the branch company and specifically asked people to take care of her. Who knew that the branch company recognized the wrong person and mistakenly recognized the daughter of a wealthy family as the president's wife? This marriage pretending to be poor is not funny, but there is deep affection hidden in the mess. The little boy complained to his father dissatisfiedly, "It's a matter of life and death, what's wrong with telling the truth?" When fate takes a turn and the truth is revealed, can they still protect each other? 6 years ago, after a one-night stand, the abstinent CEO Shen Yichen searched for years and finally met Yiying by accident. She was driven out of the house by her bad husband and had a hard time with her child. He hid his identity and rescued the beauty, and the two got married in a flash, each with their own thoughts. She was the only clue to the mother of the child he had been looking for a long time. He was her only support in the real predicament. In the middle period, Shen Yichen began to investigate Yiying's past. At the same time, the chess game of the wealthy marriage quietly unfolded. The female supporting role in the male partner conspired to tamper with DNA, and even threatened Shen Yichen to marry with the sudden leukemia of the male baby, and the plot took a sharp turn. Fortunately, the reversal was timely, the truth came out, and the family of three was finally reunited. However, this relationship line has always been vague. Shen Yichen has always been obsessed with the woman 6 years ago, and he has more responsibility and deduction for Yiying, and Yiying, due to the disparity in status and the serious illness of the male baby, also calmly accepted the proposal of divorce. Everything is reasonable, but it makes the audience watch the fire from the other side and it is difficult to resonate. The logic is online, and the emotions are difficult to stir up. Although there are no thunder points, there is also a lack of highlights. But precisely because of restraint and reality, the silent weight of this marriage is more evident. In many current TV dramas, the interaction between the male and female protagonists is often formal, and the male protagonist's mouthful protection of the female protagonist is common. However, in this drama, there is one thing that is particularly worthy of affirmation and praise. Whenever the female protagonist is wronged or even beaten, the male protagonist does not only say harsh words and show his presence, but decisively stands up and fights back directly to seek justice for the female protagonist. This behavior not only shows the male protagonist's strong desire to protect his courageous character, but also makes the audience feel a real sense of security and justice, which is much higher than those paper tiger characters who only talk but have no actual actions. Of course, there are also some light-hearted and interesting plots in the play, such as the war of words at the banquet, the small fights between the children in the kindergarten, and the verbal battles with the scholars when buying a car. Although these plots are also common in other dramas, they are handled quite naturally in this drama, with a brisk rhythm, which does not make people aesthetically fatigued, but adds a bit of fireworks and fun to the overall plot. What is surprising is that the little boy Nanbao in the play is simply adorable. He not only has an angelic appearance and a sweet smile, but also has a caring and thoughtfulness beyond his age. His care for his sister is almost meticulous, and he protects his sister's emotions at all times. Even adults are ashamed of themselves. And his tenderness to his mother is even more touching. From time to time, he will say some break-defense childish words, like a little guardian angel, silently guarding this family. The existence of Nanbao adds a strong family color to the whole drama, and makes people cherish the bond between families more. His understanding and cuteness have become a bright spot in the plot, and also let the audience get a brief and warm relaxation in the tense main rhythm. Especially in the processing of emotional details, the drama has obviously put a lot of effort to make the interaction between the characters more warm and more realistic. Overall, this drama is not only more attentive in the plot arrangement, but also has a lot of highlights in character creation. The male protagonist is courageous, the female protagonist is tough, and the male treasure is soft and warm, forming an attractive chemical reaction between the three. Such a drama with both conflict and warmth is worth watching. In today's era of endless short drama actors, Wong Wenbo's appearance is still very recognizable and leaves a deep impression. His appearance belongs to the kind of sunny and handsome type, refreshing with a gentle sense of intimacy, not the type of stunning at first sight but more and more attractive. Whether wearing glasses or not in front of the camera, he can easily control different temperaments, especially when not wearing glasses. The clear and clean sense of youth is more prominent, which is very exciting. The 5 matches between him and Zhai Yiying are even more attractive. The tacit understanding and chemical reaction between the two are not only reflected in the interaction of the characters, but also in the details. A look, a movement, and even a small pause can make the audience feel the happiness of eating sugar. Their rivalry is sweet but not greasy, with both laughter and tears. Perfectly interpreting the drama, throwing face actors can also perform classic CP feelings. It is particularly worth mentioning that the role of Qinxing Zhi played by Wong Wenbo in the play can be said to be deeply rooted in the hearts of the people. The Qinxing Zhi he portrayed has both principles and responsibilities, but also gentleness and delicacy, restrained and firm. When facing feelings, he is not impatient, but always considers the other party. When dealing with conflicts, he has his own judgment and bottom line, and never follows the crowd. This character has both realistic and ideal characteristics. Because of this, people feel that he is not a fictional paperman, but like the kind of good man that you may really meet in life. Wong Wenbo's precise grasp and delicate expression of the role of Qinxing Zhi have made the character's personality progressive and full and three-dimensional, which not only enhances the texture of the entire drama, but also allows more audiences to know and like this low-key but highly promising actor. The sincerity and naturalness he showed in his performance are difficult for many current traffic actors to achieve. In summary, although Wong Wenbo's acting career is still in its rising stage, with his solid acting skills, outstanding appearance and good vision for role selection, he has a promising future. Whether it is the continued cooperation with Zhai Yiying or the in-depth development of his personal works, we have reason to believe that he will bring more surprising roles and wonderful stories.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.